In the cheerful town of Maple Grove, everything seemed to sparkle. The colourful houses, the chirping birds, and even the laughter of the children as they ran through the playground. Among them was Courtney, a bright, curly-haired little girl with big, curious eyes and a smile that could light up a cloudy day. Courtney loved to draw rainbows, twirl in puddles, and tell silly jokes that made everyone giggle. But most of all, Courtney loved candy, especially her favourite strawberry swirl. It was shiny and pink, wrapped in a crinkly red and white paper. Whenever she unwrapped one, the scent of strawberries filled the air like sweet summer sunshine. She didn't just like them, she treasured them. Every Friday, her mum would tuck one special strawberry swirl into Courtney's lunchbox as a reward for a week of good manners, homework, and helping around the house. Courtney called it her Friday treat. One Monday morning, the school was abuzz with whispers. A new girl had joined Miss Harper's class. Her name was Nora, a quiet girl with soft brown eyes and neatly braided hair. She clutched her backpack like it held her whole world inside. Miss Harper smiled and said, "Class, let's welcome Nora. She just moved here from another town." "Hi, Nora," the class chorused, but only for a moment. When recess came, the children raced outside to their favourite games, while Nora slowly walked to the big oak tree at the edge of the playground. She sat down in the shade, her eyes following the other children as they played tag, kicked balls, and swung high on the swings. From across the playground, Courtney noticed her. She remembered how she'd felt on her own first day at school, nervous, like her shoes were too heavy, and her words were stuck in her throat. Courtney picked up her jump rope and smiled. "I think I'll go say hello," she said to herself. The first smile. Courtney skipped across the playground, her curls bouncing with each hop. "Hi, I'm Courtney," she said cheerfully. Nora looked up shyly. "Hi," she replied softly. "Do you want to play?" Courtney asked. Nora hesitated for a second, then nodded. "Okay." They played hopscotch, then drew funny faces in the dirt with sticks. Soon, Nora was laughing, a quiet laugh at first, but it grew louder and happier with each game. By the end of recess, Courtney knew one thing for sure. She liked Nora. She wasn't shy anymore, just kind and funny and a little bit brave. Friday finally arrived, Courtney's favourite day. When she opened her lunchbox, there it was, the shiny strawberry swirl candy, glinting in the light like a little pink jewel. She smiled and tucked it safely in her pocket, saving it for later. At lunchtime, the children gathered in the cafeteria. Everyone was laughing and trading snacks. Courtney took out her sandwich, apple slices, and juice box. Then she noticed Nora sitting quietly at the end of the table. Her lunchbox was almost empty, just a slice of bread and a little water bottle. Courtney frowned. "Aren't you hungry, Nora?" Nora shrugged. "We moved into our new house this week. Things are still messy. Mum forgot to pack my lunch today." She tried to sound cheerful, but her voice wobbled a little. Courtney looked at her strawberry swirl candy. It was her favourite, her only one. She had waited all week for it. She held it in her hand, thinking for a moment. Then, without a word, she pushed it toward Nora. "Here," Courtney said gently. "You can have my candy." Nora's eyes widened. "But it's your favourite." "I know," Courtney said with a smile. "But friends share, and it'll taste even better if you eat it." Nora blinked, and her eyes glistened like sunlight on water. "Thank you," she whispered. They unwrapped the candy together, and the sweet strawberry scent filled the air. They took turns taking tiny licks and giggled every time it made their tongues pink. "It really does taste better when you share," said Nora. Courtney nodded. "See, sweet things are always better with friends." The candy chain of kindness. The next Monday, Courtney opened her desk and gasped. Inside was a tiny candy-shaped charm on a pink ribbon and a note written in neat, curly letters. "Thank you for sharing your sweetness with me. You made me feel welcome. Your friend Nora." Courtney grinned from ear to ear. She wore the charm proudly around her neck. From that day on, she and Nora were inseparable. They built castles out of sand, made friendship bracelets, and shared snacks every day, even the small ones. Their laughter became the happiest sound in the classroom, and soon their kindness began to spread. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye!